This is going to be my first video on hobby machining or lathe machining. Now, because I bought this micro lathe and it's actually working pretty well for me, I wanted to manufacture some drill bit holders because my tailstock is actually Morse taper 1 and it's extremely difficult to find any attachments for it. I tried machining one, but it didn't turn out that well, so I decided to make a drill bit holder out of aluminum. So this is going to be a very short video on how to make a drill bit holder from aluminum, and the main reason why I'm making it is because, well, here I have the parting tool, and here I have a 5mm twist drill, and I actually mounted it in such a manner that, so as you can see, we have the shim here, we have the drill bit, and then the two tool post bolts fix the drill bit itself. Now, while this works, I'm not a very big fan of it because it's not too stiff and it's very difficult to set up just properly, just really well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a 10mm thick aluminum piece of just a bar stock which I have laying around, and first I'm gonna mill it, then I'm gonna center drill it, and then I'm gonna finish it with a 5.0 twist drill, which I think I've used only once, so it's pretty new. And then we're gonna test it out to see if it actually works. So for this project, we'll need 3 types of tools in addition to the lathe itself. So this is a 10mm end mill, which I got for about $3 or $2. It's used, but it's okay for me. We have a number 3 center drill, and then we have the this is a 4.9mm dirty drill bit, which has been used many times, and the last pass is going to be done by a completely new 5mm drill bit to make sure that the hole is the correct size and it's and the drill bit fits there snugly, so it's not loose or anything. Alright, so I have the bar stock here, which I cut from the piece I showed you earlier. I guess bar stock isn't the correct word, but basically it doesn't look too pretty right now. What we'll do now is we'll put it in the tool post with a shim underneath, a 2mm shim, and then I'm going to use the carriage to actually mill first one side and then the other side, so it lines perfectly up. All right. So this is going to be our next task, to mill this side and this side. All right. Stay with me. Now, to start the milling, first I'm gonna center this block on the slide here, on the cross slide. This is a very simplistic way of doing it, and this will never yield 100% accurate angles, but one or two degrees off is pretty okay for me. So the next task is to put the end mill into the chuck, which I'm gonna do now. I always tighten all 3 just to make sure that there's no slack. Right. So now I'm gonna move the piece near the end mill. I'm gonna put my gloves on just to make sure that I'm safe. Alright, and here we go. I just wanted to show you a real quick thing. I milled this side completely flat, and I'm also milled this side. But as you can see, it still has the small step inside. I'm actually going to leave it as it is because it makes orientation much more easier. So I know, for example, if I'm ever clamping it in the tool post, I'm going to clamp it in a way that the step is always on the lower side and on the outside. That makes drill bit orientation much easier and much quicker. And as you can also see from this view, I'm just going to clean this off. It's actually pretty well lined up. So the milling really did us some good. All right, on to drilling. The milling really did help us out here. And now on to drilling. Alright, so I switched my tool post around. Now I'm going to mill this face off so it's nice and square. Also, I'm going to have the step on the lower half, so I know that this should be the outside part towards the part I'm drilling in the future, of course. I'm just going to tighten this off. I'm going to try to drill with the center drill as center as possible, so it makes adjustments in the future much easier. Okay, so this looks pretty center, and I'm gonna drill the first lead hole. Alright, now we're going to do the drilling with the, sorry, I was mistaken before, this is the 4.2 millimeter drill bit, twist drill. Alright. Now I'm manually feeding this in because I don't want to block it up somehow. Alright, we have a pretty good lead hole. I'm gonna switch out the drill bit and twist drill, I'm sorry, and then we're gonna finish the piece. Alright. Now this is gonna be the 5mm drill bit. Very easy to feed if you do a slightly smaller hole. It also clears the chips much better. Alright, as you can see, I already overloaded my micro lathe. Alright, so I finished the drilling and I cleaned it off slightly. We have a pretty centered hole here, and we have the pretty good drill bit here. This has been used only once. I'm going to try to squeeze it in here. This is a very snug fit, actually. Didn't expect this. Alright, and this is actually in there now. It's a very snug fit, looks very nice. And now the last thing to do is to put a few holes on this side, thread them, and then put some grub screws in. Alright. Last but not least, let's try some drilling as well. I have the piece in here, the grub screw is holding the drill bit, and now I'm going to drill a bit. Alright, and that's what I'd call a resounding success. Thanks for watching.